Marcus Aurelius. How to build self-discipline. If you desire to build self-discipline, you would do well to listen to the words of Marcus Aurelius. Few historical figures exemplify it better than him. He was the emperor of Rome from 161 to 180 A, and is considered as last of the 5 good emperors. During his rule, Aurelius found the time to construct a series of autobiographical writings, now known as the Meditations. In this comprehensive exploration, we will delve into 10 essential lessons on self-discipline drawn from the wisdom of Marcus Aurelius. In these writings, the Roman emperor offered a number of key insights on how to build self-discipline. Here are 10 of the most important of those insights for self-discipline from the writings of Marcus Aurelius. Find your unique purpose. Marcus Aurelius says, I have to go to work as a human being. What do I have to complain of if I'm going to do what I was born for? The things I was brought into the world to do, or is this what I was created for? To huddle under the blankets and stay warm. Marcus Aurelius believed that we each have a purpose, something that we were created for. It is our duty to carry out that purpose, because it is purpose that gets you out of bed each morning. If you have a clear understanding of your goals and how your task fits within them, you are much more likely to complete it. For example, imagine you are a student and you need IELTS 6.5 to apply for your postgraduate course at a university in the UK in 2024. You have maximum 1 year to prepare and achieve your goal. Your purpose is clear: to get 6.5 IELTS in 1 year from now. You are going to make this plan happen, no matter how tired you feel or how challenged you might struggle with. The biggest source of self-discipline is to have a reason to do the task. When you have a reason for your action, you will break the mission into smaller stages, which enables you to complete the mission easily. To achieve IELTS 6.5. Firstly, take a placement test to check your starting point, which level you are in. What is your initial score right now? Then, jot down a simple plan to upgrade your sub-band score in order to have 6.5 overall. Which skills you need to improve the most, how to improve them, what sources I can reach or make use of. Do I need to sign up for an offline IELTS course, or can I study on my own? Many questions appearing in your mind need answering. As you can see, when you have a clear reason to do something else, your brain works more effectively to help you always stick to your task and keep you on track all the time. In case you don't know what to do, just start. If you want to be a writer, write every day. If you want to be an artist, draw and create every day. Anything you want to do, you don't need any more motivation or research or advice. You just start practicing something you're interested in and tackle every day as it comes, because it is your purpose that will give you an internal desire, drive, and motivation to propel you forward toward your goal. Self-discipline is about finding compelling reasons to do something, then committing yourself to see that task or activity through to the very end. 2. Count on yourself. According to Marcus Aurelius, you should turn your desire to stone. Honor your hunger. Keep your mind centered on itself after you have a solid purpose. It's time now to build a practical plan of action to help you accomplish your goal. It's crucial not only to commit to your overarching goals, but also to embrace the smaller steps required along the way. True self-discipline means a wholehearted dedication to doing whatever it takes to accomplish your objectives. regardless of the obstacles that may arise. It hinges on your ability to initiate action, even when faced with physical, mental, or emotional challenges. It's crucial not only to commit to your overarching goals, but also to embrace the smaller steps required along the way. True self-discipline means a wholehearted dedication to doing whatever it takes to accomplish your objectives, regardless of the obstacles that may arise. It hinges on your ability to initiate action, even when faced with physical, mental, or emotional challenges. Everything you want in your life, everything you want to have, be, and do, depends on your ability to get yourself to take the necessary actions to achieve your goals, whether you feel like it or not. You can start with forming an effective plan of action that is comprised of a deadline for accomplishing your goal. It must also be built on the foundation of mini milestones that break your goal down into manageable chunks. Mini milestones will ensure that you're working toward your desired outcome in small pieces and time blocks. This tactic puts you in the driver's seat. It gives you a sense of control over the tasks and projects you're working on. What you're ultimately trying to avoid is succumbing to being overwhelmed. Overwhelming can quickly digress to procrastination, and procrastination can, subsequently, lead to stagnation. And of course, where there is stagnation, self-discipline cannot exist. 3. Show up every day. Marcus Aurelius says, "You must build up your life action by action, and be content if each one achieves its goal as far as possible." And no one can keep you from this. Even after having a solid purpose and a practical plan, 95 of us fail to achieve our goals. We fail because we fail to be consistent. We need to show up every day and put in the work. The simple act of showing up and immersing yourself in your craft does wonders for mental endurance. You build focus and come to terms with the arduous process that it takes to achieve anything great. You have to put in countless hours of work before you reap any of the benefits. Self-discipline is nothing more but the habit of consistency. Finding the motivation to do something again and again until you do it on autopilot and start seeing results. So even if you fail once, for example, if you didn't exercise when you know you should have, this doesn't define your character. Your ability to keep going is what molds you into a disciplined and strong person. A bad day doesn't have to become a bad week. A bad week doesn't have to become a bad year. The moment you wake up, remember that the new day is a new life, and move forward by opening your eyes and focusing on what's in front of you, which is life itself. 4. Practice voluntary hardship. In the words of Marcus Aurelius, we should discipline ourselves in small things, and from there progress to things of greater value. If you have a headache, practice not cursing. Don't curse every time you have an earache. And I'm not saying that you can't complain, only don't complain with your whole being. Voluntary hardship is one of the ways we can build our self-discipline. Voluntary hardship means constantly testing ourselves, and by making life routinely uncomfortable in some way, we are hardening ourselves for the day we may need to live it for real. A voluntary hardship might be skipping a meal and going hungry for a night, having a cold shower, not smoking, sleeping on the floor, leaving your jacket at home when you know it's cold and raining out, or donating half of your clothes to charity. You could choose to go without social media for a few days, or throw your smartphone in the drawer. Do it often enough, and will you begin to understand what scarcity and hardship feels like, and that you can live with both if needed. 5. practice dichotomy of control. Marcus Aurelius says you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this and you will find strength being distressed. Being bothered by small things instantly is terrible for discipline. You have a goal. You're working and then thoughts and distress about something external, meaning it's out of your control, derails you. The best thing you can do in these circumstances is to apply Epictetus's dichotomy of control. Reinforce to yourself what is within your control and what is out of your control. If you embrace what's out of your control and accept it, you will experience tranquility. Refer to the following wording next time you're distressed and distracted. Do you have a problem in your life? No. And don't worry. Yes. Can you do something about it? Yes. Then don't worry. Imagine you are preparing for an important job interview, and you've thoroughly researched the company, practiced your responses, and dressed professionally. However, on the day of the interview, you encounter an unexpected traffic jam. As a result, you're running late and anxiety starts to set in. In this scenario, what you can control? Your preparation. You can control how well you've prepared for the interview, including researching the company and rehearsing your answers to potential questions. Your appearance. You can control how you present yourself, such as dressing professionally and being well-groomed. Your response. You can control how you react to the traffic situation and whether you try to find alternative routes or contact the interviewer to inform them of your delay. What you cannot control. The traffic jam. You cannot control external factors like traffic conditions, accidents, or road closures. By applying the dichotomy of control, you acknowledge that the traffic jam is beyond your control, and getting upset or anxious about it won't change the situation. Instead, you choose to focus your energy and attention on what you can control. You might call the interviewer to inform them of the delay. Explore alternative routes if possible, and mentally prepare yourself to stay composed, despite the circumstances. In doing so, you maintain your self-discipline by not letting external events derail your mindset and performance during the interview. This example illustrates how understanding and applying the dichotomy of control can lead to better self-discipline and resilience in the face of unexpected challenges. 6. Never play the victim. In the words of Marcus Aurelius, do your job. Without whining, have you said any of these? I was just born this way. I never learned anything different. My parents set a terrible example. Everyone else does it. What are these? Excuses that people use to justify staying as they are instead of striving to become better. You need to assume responsibility. The why me mentality is an enemy to mental toughness. You might not be at fault, but your life depends on you determining what's within your control and taking those things into your own hands. You must train yourself to frame these things this way instead of immediately resorting to self-pity. It's certainly easier to pawn off blame on others when something goes wrong. But only those with a degree of mental fortitude are able to step up, even when it's not their fault, and right the ship. For instance, you're working on a challenging project at your job. The project is behind schedule, and there have been several setbacks, including team members not meeting their deadlines and unexpected technical issues. You start feeling overwhelmed and frustrated, playing the victim. In this scenario, adopting a victim mentality might involve saying things like, "It's not my fault this project is delayed. My team members are slacking off. I can't do anything about these technical issues. It's out of my control. Why does this always happen to me? It's unfair." Taking responsibility. Instead of playing the victim, you choose to take responsibility for the situation. You acknowledge that while some factors may be beyond your control, you still have influence over certain aspects of the project. You decide to communicate more effectively with your team, addressing the issues and finding solutions together. You take ownership of your role in the project, ensuring that you meet your own deadlines and contribute to getting things back on track. Rather than dwelling on setbacks, you focus on finding creative solutions to the technical issues. Be that person who steps in to take action, not the one who looks the other way and casts blame. When you victimize yourself for your current position, you relinquish control and absolve yourself of personal responsibility. And without a sense of ownership, meaningful progress becomes an impossible task. 7. Practice delayed gratification. In the words of Marcus Aurelius, "So you were born to feel nice. Instead of doing things and experiencing them, don't you see the plants, the birds, the ants and spiders and bees going about their individual tasks, putting the world in order as best they can? And you're not willing to job as a human being. Why aren't you running to do what your nature demands?" Delayed gratification involves the ability to wait to get what you want. Imagine a company Christmas party when you encounter platters of delicious and tempting foods when you are trying to lose weight. If you give in and fill up your plate with fattening goodies, it might derail your diet, but you will get to enjoy a bit of instant gratification. If you manage to resist and spend the evening eating salad and munching on carrot sticks, then you will presumably receive an even greater reward down the line. Shedding those unwanted pounds and being able to fit into your favorite pair of skinny jeans. This ability to resist temptation and stick to our goals is often referred to as self-discipline, and delaying gratification is often seen as a central part of this behavior. We put off what we want now so that we can perhaps get something else, something better, later on. By embracing delayed gratification, you commit to the journey of skill acquisition, even when immediate rewards are scarce. You persistently practice, gradually improving your skills, and eventually you achieve your long-term goal of playing songs proficiently. This practice not only helps you develop discipline, but also allows you to enjoy the sense of accomplishment that comes from persevering through challenges. 8. Ignore naysayers. Marcus Aurelius says, "When another blames you or hates you, or people voice similar criticisms, go to their souls, penetrate inside, and see what sort of people they are. You will realize that there is no need to be racked with anxiety that they should hold any particular opinion about you. Whenever you step out from the norm and declare, even if only to yourself, that you believe that you have a special purpose in life and that you are going to do whatever it takes to achieve it, you will attract naysayers. Naysayers are the people who criticize, objects to, or oppose something. They might love you, but they are afraid of progress, so they are against everything, and their opinions are just terrible for your self-discipline. You need to realize that allowing yourself to be upset by the opinion of someone you don't know or don't respect is as foolish as getting upset about the weather. It's a waste of energy. Their voice does not deserve to be heard. Don't hand over your peace of mind to outsiders to disrupt as they please. You should actively seek honest feedback from those you respect. But if someone just has a history of being a naysayer, ignore them. Imagine you have a deep passion for art, and you aspire to become a professional artist. You've been working tirelessly on your craft, producing beautiful and unique pieces. However, when you share your career aspirations with friends or family, Some respond with skepticism and negativity. Being an artist is impractical. You won't make a stable income. You should pursue a more traditional career for financial security. Most artists struggle their whole lives and never make it. Ignoring naysayers' approach, you will respond differently. You recognize that not everyone will understand or support your unique path. You have a strong belief in your passion and talent as an artist. You surround yourself with supportive individuals who believe in your vision. Instead of letting naysayers discourage you, their skepticism fuels your determination to prove them wrong. By ignoring the negativity and focusing on your passion, you continue to create art, promote your work, and pursue opportunities in the art world. Over time, your dedication pays off and you begin to gain recognition. Sell your artwork and establish a fulfilling career as a professional artist. This approach aligns with Marcus Aurelius's wisdom in not letting external opinions or criticisms dictate your path. It's about staying true to your purpose and having the resilience to persevere even when others doubt you. In the end, your success and happiness are determined by your commitment to your goals, not by the doubts of naysayers. 9. Find wise people to emulate. Marcus Aurelius says it will even do to socialize with men of good character in order to model your life on theirs. Whether you choose someone living or someone from the past, it's time now to look outward for answers to help strengthen yourself. Discipline. Specifically, let's identify role models. Your role models could be your friends, family, colleagues who have already achieved the goal you are working towards. Ask yourself who is doing this right now, who has successfully achieved this goal, who has successfully mastered this habit, who has successfully made this change, who has the necessary self-discipline in this area. What can I learn from this person that can help me along my journey? Take time to ask these people how they disciplined themselves. Ask them how they followed through with specific actions that got them their desired outcome. Then use their experience to help you discipline yourself along your own personal journey. Suppose you are determined to learn the Chinese language. You recognize that this is a challenging task, but you are committed to mastering it. To increase your chances of success, you decide to seek guidance from wise individuals who have already achieved fluency in Chinese. They can be language teachers. You identify experienced language teachers who specialize in teaching Chinese. These educators have a wealth of knowledge about language acquisition and can provide structured lessons and resources to aid your learning. Bilingual friends or colleagues. You have friends or colleagues who are bilingual and fluent in Chinese. They can serve as valuable mentors, offering practical advice, language practice opportunities, and cultural insights. Successful language learners. You research and connect with people who have successfully learned Chinese as a second language. Their experiences, strategies, and tips can be immensely beneficial in your journey. Language learning communities. You join online or local language learning communities where enthusiasts share their progress, resources, and support. These communities connect you with like-minded individuals and wise contributors. Then, you actively engage with these wise individuals and resources to emulate their approaches to learning Chinese. This may involve in some following activities: attending language classes led by experienced teachers, practicing regularly with bilingual friends or colleagues, seeking advice from successful learners and implementing their study techniques, participating in language exchange programs or online forums. reading books and articles recommended by your mentors. By emulating the wisdom of these individuals, you benefit from their expertise and experiences, accelerating your Chinese language learning journey. This approach aligns with Marcus Aurelius's advice to learn from those who have achieved success in your desired area, helping you build the self-discipline required to master a challenging skill like language acquisition. 10. Honestly review your day. To achieve your goal of becoming more productive in your daily life, it's essential to reflect on your actions, identify areas for improvement, and maintain discipline. Honest daily reviews provide valuable insights into your habits and progress. In the words of Marcus Aurelius, these are the characteristics of the rational soul: self-awareness, self-examination, and self-determination. It reaps its own harvest. It succeeds in its own purpose. One of the best ways to become more disciplined is to scrutinize yourself and find your weak spots. Be brutally honest and use this time to connect with your subconscious. Practicing evening retrospections on a consistent basis will allow you to become more self-aware through every step of your day, because you will be actively gathering information to formulate and articulate constructive answers to these questions. Ask yourself, what did I do well today? Where were my discipline and self-control tested? Where did I do good? What did I do bad? Why did this occur? And furthermore, how can I improve? Now you know how you can improve tomorrow. But don't beat yourself up. Be like Seneca and forgive yourself. Have some self-compassion. Research shows that it's forgiving yourself, not beating yourself up, that prevents you from continuing to put things off. And don't just be critical of yourself. Think about what you did well so you can repeat it tomorrow. Be grateful for the good that happened today. To conclude, the wisdom of Marcus Aurelius offers a profound blueprint for cultivating self-discipline in our lives. By discovering our purpose, staying committed to our goals, and embracing voluntary hardship, we can build the mental fortitude necessary to overcome challenges and pursue our aspiration. Adopting the principles of self-control, delayed gratification, and resilience in the face of naysayers can further fortify our self-discipline. Through consistent effort, honest self-reflection, and the guidance of wise role models, we can follow in the footsteps of this stoic philosopher, emperor, and master the art of self-discipline.